It's 1883, the height of the Industrial Revolution. Mechanization has led to massive advancements in transportation, communication, and agriculture.
There's just a lot of movement. There's a lot of growth. There's a lot of size and productivity. Suddenly you can build products on a massive scale never before imagined.
But as new technologies reshape how Americans live and work, there's one area that is still stuck in the past.
People have no idea how much hard work there was involved in just daily life.
Just keeping your household to a basic level of cleanliness and making food took people at least 40 hours a week.
In Illinois, one woman knows the drudgery of household labor, even if she doesn't have to do it herself.
Josephine Cochran comes from a comfortable background, is someone who never has to worry about having to go to work for a living.
She became a socialite and a political wife and began entertaining.
One of her prized possessions is heirloom china from the 1600s.
What? This is impossible.
But the household staff has repeatedly chipped her beloved plates while washing them. And after her next dinner party, she cleans them herself.
Oh my. There's another one. How is this happening?
She discovers it's harder than it looks.
She decided the time had come to make a change.
I wonder why no one invented a machine to wash dishes.
I doubt anyone thinks that's very important. And why in the world would anyone need a machine to wash dishes?
At the time, many middle-class women had a maid, had a cook, had someone who was in the home doing the physical human labor. The dishwasher doesn't seem as much of a necessity.
Despite her husband's lack of enthusiasm, in 1883, Josephine Cochran begins work on a mechanical, hand-cranked dishwashing machine.
I can maybe put the dishes in here. Yeah, that will work.
Obsessed with building a better dishwasher, Josephine spends months refining her idea.
Oh my God. William, are you okay?
But then, her husband William dies suddenly from a heart attack, leaving Josephine to confront a shocking truth.
She thought they were very well off, but when her husband unexpectedly died, it turned out they had a lot more debts, and she really needed to scramble to find a living for herself.
The dishwasher was no longer just this great idea she had, but it became a financial necessity for her to construct something that would be bought by consumers.
By 1885, she's finished her design for a dishwasher, but doesn't know how to make it.
Josephine had her drawings, but what she didn't have was fabrication experience. She really had to go out and find a mechanical engineer to build a prototype for her.
Did anyone see you?
No.
Good.
Refusing to give up, Cochran looks to a local railroad mechanic, George Butters, for help. But it won't be easy.
Now, think about the time. It would be strange for a widowed woman to be visited by single men throughout the day or evening or whenever they might be doing these innovative technical discussions or work. So they had to do this in secret just to protect their reputation.
Look at this. We put a rack in this machine to hold the dishes. The hand crank will make the wheel spin, pumping the water up from the bottom over the dishes.
Where are the scrubbers?
No scrubbers. Water pressure.
There were some machines in existence, but the problem is they used rotating brushes. Imagine running your fine china in a box through a car wash.
19th century china, even machine-made, is pretty fragile. A scrubber is going to chip it and break it. So water pressure is much gentler.
Can you build this design?
I'll try.
In an era when women's roles are largely restricted to taking care of children and the home, inventor Josephine Cochran defies all the rules.
Good. Good. Keep pumping. We want the water pressure as strong as possible.
I think this time it's gonna work.
Employing an array of pumps and water tanks, she's designed a machine that ingeniously uses water pressure instead of scrubbers to clean dishes. In 1885, after months of working on a prototype, it's time to test the machine.
Pretty darn clean.
Sure is. And best of all, no chips.
But Cochran quickly finds that selling her machine will be much harder than inventing it. At around $100, the equivalent of nearly $3,000 today, Cochran's dishwasher is a luxury item out of reach for most households.
You could hire 5 kitchen maids for that, and they could presumably do other things, like chop potatoes and sweep the floor. And so the fact is, she had to come up with another plan.
So she started to think around, well, where else could use it? Oh, hotels, restaurants, they need dishwashers.
They're looking for inventor submissions.
Worth a shot.
In American history, one of the big moments is the Chicago World's Fair of 1893. These World's Fairs were promotional events for people who had some new idea, and they wanted to show the world what they could do.
For an industrial kitchen, Josephine's machine was a godsend. It saved time, it saved money. It could wash 250 dishes in 2 minutes. Human hands couldn't do that, and all the owners of restaurants and hotels were like, yes, please, where do I sign?